and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Gun.
Ringo. Mike 50.
Here we go, D.
Good routes here.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
Where's the hot?
Cousins to throw it. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Come on, baby.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be second and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
The hot. 180.
All you get is a headache.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Gun.
I got him. He's mine.
Black.
51's a mic.
Hey, Charlie.
Come on, boy. You better.
To throw, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Let's get some penetration. Right left.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
Brings up second and 7 at the 48-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
54. Get 300.
Throwing is Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
54. You go night-night. Time to go night-night.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready for this, man.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1. But how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Vikings take over.
Keep playing hard.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Cousins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's go.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
There we go.
First down, Vikings.
Jahan, what I need?
Mike 50.
He don't know no better.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jahan, what I need?
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Wait, Jahan.
They run again on first down. Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Focus, defense, focus.
Throwing is Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I see you, boy. I see you.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Get hot. 180.
51's the mic. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
51's the mic, boy. 51. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Where's the hot?
Cousins from the gun on third. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Check 4.
Yellow.
51's Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike, 54. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score.
Get in the weight room. Let's go. Let's do this.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, scared.
Jump out. Get up.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, watch this.
Now Cook running right. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
2 yards on the pickup.
Gun.
Kill it. Motion me out.
Greystone, travel.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Hey, Echo.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Hey, watch the screen.
It's caught by Treadwell.
Watch the screen.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this one to Treadwell, complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Pick up the ball. Watch the edge.
Gun.
Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home.
Hey, no, easy.
Hey, check. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Hey, Delta.
Army. Check nickel. Out.
Cousins again. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Tight end right. 4 down.
2.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
We played to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Inside of a minute left and a half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On first down, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Green 18.
Come on. You better bring it.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams, but it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Rodgers now throwing again. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Hey, check 26.
And again, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then they'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Handoff, Coleman, right side. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54. Let's get the ball.
Rodgers now to throw. And that's complete to Adams. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams.
Let's go.
49 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They come out here in the I. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
No. 319.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All right.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Rush in.
2. Where's the hot?
Here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Wide.
51.
And the blitz does come. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Cousins now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Cousins. He finds Taylor, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Packers' 28-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
They go play action here on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Lucky 48.
We got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
General West.
Check 49. Check 49. Check 4. Check 4.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
I know.
Stand 300. Stand 300.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike's 54.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch 54. Coming for you. Run to the ball. Fly to the ball. Run.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's it, baby.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Zoom.
Motion.
Take 30.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Watch the screen.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Here we go.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Throwing is Rodgers. Complete to Jones.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Rodgers again now. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This for a fourth quarter lead. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
There we go.
A gain there of 21 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Come on,
it's
fellas.
a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Stop your whining.
From the 17, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already.
Check.
Topper! Gun!
Go, check him motion. Check the call.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
He's coming. Double up.
Quicker, Omaha!
Coming, double up. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Gun!
Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Here's Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
You draw Corker.
Check. Fresno.
They'll run with Cook.
Go,
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Target.
They try again with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Right here.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Gun.
I got motion. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Now Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Gun.
They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch. Rose. Crunch. Black. Gun.
Alert flow.
Zebra. Where's the hot?
Cousins to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. On the carry, it's Cook. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They come out here in the eye. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Check 99.
Wide. Lucky 50.
Hey, turn it up.
Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Everson Griffin on the sack. Taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
No. 319.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown to win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Green Bay, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.